You'll find out in the co-main event. That banner has been hanging there for quite some time. He wants to keep it there until he gets the call from the UFC. It is our co-main event. And it is the electric flyweight champion Bilal Hasan seeking the third defense of his title in 2025 alone. But he's got a fellow undefeated Indonesian. It's our co-main event, flyweight title on the line. The youngster, 24. Renaldy Manse is still on the young side as well at 28. Bottom line, two undefeated athletes, each looking for a huge moment, wanting to make their way to the UFC. One of them will prove victorious. Let's get it started. And you wonder, well, man, there sure is a long highlight reel package, but we don't know what to cut out of it when we put the highlight reel packages together for Bilal Hasan. I'm not just a striker, I'm a grappler as well. He'll moonwalk, he'll backflip, he'll rip you the ribs. I mean, this man has it all, and again, at just 24 years old, he's been saying, I still catch him, bring me to the UFC. It's tonight the night that he earns that opportunity. We shall find out in the co-main event. That banner has been hanging there for quite some time. He wants to keep it there until he gets the call from the UFC. It is our co-main event. And it is the electric flyweight champion Bilal Hasan seeking the third defense of his title in 2025 alone. But he's got a fellow undefeated Indonesian prospect in Renaldy Manse, who was looking to come in and absolutely spoil the party. So pretty cool fight here. We'll sing the praises of Bilal Hasan. He's been around here for a while. He's fought his entire career underneath our banner, so of course. But you're always looking for stern challenges. And this is Renaldy Manse. We had to go to the Indonesian back. Similar records, 4 finishes along the way, making his CFFC debut. All 4 of his stoppages came in round 1, so pretty cool matchup, 7-0 versus 7-0.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and Renaldy, much more of a striker. He's got good long strikes. He does a good job darting in and out of range with his attacks, and he's got lead leg side kick. So anytime his opponents try to press, he will use that lead leg side kick to manage the space. But in his last fight, he did show really good grappling skills. He showed good wrist traps, good body lock passing. So you can tell that there's a lot of growth with this young man in terms of rounding off his skill set with the grappling. And listen, to be honest with you, you're going to need a full set of skills. You're going to need a full tool bag taking on a guy in Bilal Hasan. So I feel like he's been doing all the right things to gear him up for this moment, John.
Yeah, Renaldy knows what a big opportunity this is. I think he knows that all the pressure's on his opponent, right? He's the underdog coming in here. He's making a CFFC debut. And, you know, it was funny because when this matchup was presented, Bilal at first was like, I don't really want to fight a fellow Indonesian guy. Like, I kind of, like, I like us, you know, us growing together. I mean, let the man dance a little bit, right? Bilal Hasan knows how to make an entrance. You think he's feeling any pressure right now? I mean,
with the win, with a good microphone, with a good performance on the microphone as well, I think he can call a shot and get on that Seattle card. Because listen, this guy, he is exactly what the UFC wants. He's from a country, he's from a territory that's a little uncharted in terms of finding talent. He's uber talented with the striking. He's a great grappler. He can defend takedowns. He's got great microphone skills. He's a showman. He's got a mullet. He's from Washington. The list goes on and on. This kid is so UFC ready. It's not even up for debate. So I think tonight would be the night for him to take that microphone, call a shot, and try to get on that Seattle card. Because I think that for him being a local guy, I think there's a good chance we could see that. I don't think he needs to go through Dana White's Contender Series. I think that he is UFC ready. He is ready to jump into the deep end and start fighting the guys in the top 20, top 15. I think he's ready for it, John.
I like where your head's at. And you know, it's funny, I've said many times over on our CFFC broadcast, I'm kind of surprised he's still here. But that would make a lot of sense. To have that debut, it would be like everything just happened for a reason, and it built to that. I like where your head's at. But before he can think about Seattle, he's got to think about Renaldy Manse. Big moment for Bilal Hasan. Of course, he cartwheels his way into the cage, relaxed. I mean, this man is an artist.
Are the black and yellow shorts paying homage to Bruce Lee?
Has to. It has a little bit of Bruce, a little bit more Pacific Northwest lore. Let's go.
I love it.
He is pure entertainment. How many singing the song? Take a look at the tail of the tape. It's our co-main event, flyweight title on the line. The youngster, 24. Renaldy Manse is still on the young side as well at 28. Bottom line, two undefeated athletes, each looking for a huge moment, wanting to make their way to the UFC. One of them will prove victorious. Let's get it started. Take it up to Dr. David Sarnoff.
Tonight, the co-main event is scheduled for 4 5-minute rounds with a sudden death 5th round if necessary for the CFFC Flyweight Championship of the World. This bout has been brought to us by Jerky Beef Jerky. Beef jerky for champions. Now, standing to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, standing at 5 feet 6 inches, weighing in at 124.2 pounds, professional, undefeated record, 7 wins, no losses, fighting Verzelis National MMA out of North Sulawesi, Indonesia, Renaldy the Patty Rukan Manse. Now, standing to my left, fighting out of the red corner, standing at 5 feet 7 inches, weighing in at 125.4 pounds, professional, undefeated record, 7 wins, no losses, fighting for Charlie's Combat Club out of Everett, Washington. The reigning, the defending, the undefeated, undisputed CFFC Flyweight Champion of the World, Bilal the Indo Ninja Hasan.
We went over the rules. Respect yourself for the time. Hands up. Touch gloves if you want. Let's go.
Referee in charge of the championship action, Vitor Shaolin.
These two gentlemen, they were very aware of each other with their shared heritage, had a lot of respect for each other, but understand that sometimes you have to crush another man's dreams to get where you want to go.
It's a cold, cold world, John Morgan. Someone's got to do it.
That's it. And again, you talk about the striking on display. Renaldy Manse showing you what he's capable of as well. Bilal Hasan, the flashy striker, but Renaldy Manse can echo a lot of those same type attacks.
You know, and like you said, Manse was very keen to jump on this matchup, so you know there's going to be no reservations in terms of fighting a fellow countryman. So for Hasan, that's the only disadvantage I feel like he may have, is if he's going to be reserved in his fight, reserved in having to do damage and go to whatever depths he would have to go to beat somebody from his country. So I think that's the one advantage that Manse has going for him.
Yeah, you wonder if
even if it doesn't hurt that bad, if you touch the liver, your body will shut down and you can't fight it. And right now, Manse's going through it.
Yeah, you can see him holding that right elbow down low after that shot, and he moved in for the takedown. Instead, it's Bilal Hasan who gets the trip, sets up on top early here in round 1.
Yeah, while he shines as a striker coming from out of Charlie's Combat Club, I've known Charlie Pearson for a very, very long time. You know, in terms of coaches in Washington State, he's an absolute legend, and he's always been producing very, very high-level fighters. Maybe we haven't seen all of them in the UFC, but trust me, I've known Charlie since I got in the game in 2008. And some of the toughest guys I could have faced were out of his gym, and they're all very well-rounded, much like Bilal Hasan is.
Absolutely. Charlie's been around CFFC for a long time. Coach Miranda Granger, of course, as well. And, of course, we've seen a lot of them. Corner Bilal Hasan, who's become clearly one of the top pound-for-pound fighters on the CFFC roster.
And it's the way he controls the range. He does such a good job staying in his range. He'll hand fight with you. Anytime you try to press, you got to watch out for the pull counters. Once you try to touch him, he'll hit you in the body with hooks. He'll touch it with that front kick. Very, very educated in his approach to distance management.
Nasty high kick there as well. I mean, look, you're seeing the blood on the face. You can see the reddening of the body. I mean, halfway into round number 1, and you can really, again, those body shots. You can see the work that Bilal Hasan. Look at that right hand as well. You touched the range.
And look at the way he pull counters, just like I said. You can tell he's a mature fighter, because once he gets you corralled to the fence, he picks his shots. He doesn't just put you in a blender. He picks his shots and gets a finish.
Just like that, Bilal Hasan, first round finish, Seattle.
Let's go. Come on.
Get Bilal Hasan into the UFC. And now you show the respect for his opponent. And you can see, look, he was kind of frustrated, like, I didn't want to hurt the guy, you know what I mean? But when you're a savage like Bilal Hasan, you just end up hurting people who happen to be standing on the other side of the cage.
100%. I mean, this kid is a special talent. Like I said, you can tell he's such a mature fighter because when he corrals his opponents to the fence, he doesn't just, unload and put him in a blender. He picks his shots. He's so educated. His pull counters, his distance management. That's how he's able to find these great body shots, is because he sets his feet, knows his range, and once you try to draw blood on him, he'll touch you to the body and set you down, much like he did to end that fight.
And it's impressive to see a young striker. To be 24 years old, and I feel the same, just mature in everything that he does. It's unbelievable. And again, he's funny.
And then this is the beautiful left cross that broke the nose of Renaldy Manse. And then look at this finishing sequence right here. Kicks the liver again, comes back upstairs with the cross, and it's the way he mixes it up to the head and the body. You just don't know where to go with your defense, and he just swarmed Manse. Got the finish, and it was just a masterclass. Like I said, once he gets you to the fence, he just shows he's such a mature fighter by picking his shots, not rushing the finish, and just, listen, the guy just produces non-stop highlight reel finishes. He's UFC ready, John.
Completely agree. I mean, again, it's just highlight after highlight after highlight, and he delivers it once again, the maturity. And I like what Michael Chiesa said there, it's so difficult to defend. And that's where the maturity comes in, is that if you are guarding the body, yeah, he'll headhunt. And if you're covering the head, he'll go to the body. Like, just whatever's there. I don't need to force anything. When you're that talented, you just take what's on the table. You see what's there. And when you have the speed to execute, the creativity, I mean, just to me, I think the complete and total package. And, man, I like that idea of that Seattle debut. We'll see if UFC matchmakers feel a similar way. But right now, with Renaldy Manse, I mean, you can see the respect they have between each other. You have to take your shot, right? Renaldy, to him, knew it was a tough assignment, but said, hey, man, I got the opportunity. I got to take it. And Bilal Hasan gets it done. Let's take it up to our man, Dr. David Sarnoff, to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout was stopped at 2 minutes and 47 seconds in the first round. Winner by TKO due to strikes, and still the CFFC flyweight champion of the world, out of the red corner, Bilal the Indo Ninja Hasan.
Shit, Bilal Hasan, my man. Listen, 24 years old, 8-0. I mean, I know you had some reservations fighting a fellow countryman, but tell me how you're feeling right now.
Really calm. That's exactly what I saw, in my head that was supposed to happen, and it happened. And so, but I also, like you said, he's a fellow countryman. I didn't want to hurt him too bad, so I felt a little bad, but it looks good for my resume. He was 7-0, never had a defeat, and I went out there and finished him in the first round. And so that's on my resume now, and I'm just looking to climb to the top in the UFC, baby. Let's go.
Well, when you talk about your resume and you talk about the UFC, I'm going to set you up right here.
Please.
March 28th, Climate Pledge Arena, UFC Seattle. Call your shot.
8-0, 7 finishes, 24 years old, young, hung, dumb, full of cum. Shout out to Michael Bisping. Man, I think it only makes sense. And Mr. Michael Chiesa, you're also a Pacific Northwest native. So, come on, me and you, UFC Seattle, baby. Let's blow the roof off that motherfucker.
Brother, you're the future of mixed martial arts out of Washington State. You're world class, and I hope that you and I get a fight on the same card in March. Give it up for the champ, Bilal Hasan!
I mean, how can you not be a fan? It's been such an honor to watch this man's rise here in CFFC. So young still, but so talented. And again, just the complete package. I mean, he goes out there, he fights the way that fans want to see. He fights the way that UFC brass wants to see. Then he gets on the mic and he cuts promos. He's got a great social media. Yes, you laid it out there perfect for him. I want to see you guys both on that card. But how can you not be a fan of this guy?
Dude, he is a lot of fun. And it's the perfect combination of fun but elite. Like, it's so hard to have a fun fighter be elite, and I think this guy deserves a shot to fight the best guys in the world. Listen, it's only a matter of time, but why not now? 24 years old, 8-0, 7 finishes. Like, dude, I just look at him and imagine where I was at 24 years old. that dude would kick my ass. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, he's just popping at the seams with potential, and I think that I think timing is everything, and I think that he should be on the Seattle card, man. And listen, I'm not even his teammate. I might be having to put in a little phone call or a text to the powers that be to say, dude, you got to shoot.